I know you're still tired. And please, please don't beat yourself up about it, okay? So, I literally was getting so many messages, and I hope this is a confirmation for you that when you step into like your authenticity and your truth, and you allow yourself to, like, you take a leap and you take a bet on yourself, like you when you do that and you speak from your heart, your spirit team is going to be cheering, and they're already cheering for all the work that you're doing. But I'm saying, like, if you maybe, like, when you were younger, or growing up, you just had a hard time, like, speaking up, or you didn't feel safe to speak up or to be seen, and you make that decision, like, at this time of your life, or maybe like recently or in the future, like you made that decision, or you're currently making that decision, or you're going to make that decision, like, I'm telling you, your guides are literally going to be so happy, but then they're going to freaking use you like crazy. They're like, oh yeah, they're so excited. And so that's what happens, I think, with people that put themselves out to, like, speak or to be, like, publicly seen. The messages, they go actually insane. So I was like, it was like information overload, and so I ended up just writing out like a couple pages. And even when I thought I was done, I had like another little post-it note of information. So let's get into this. The first thing I heard right before I was gonna right before I was writing this message, literally, I heard, yes, there is something big coming. And so I'm like, okay, okay. And it was like, yes, like really big. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Good to know. Let me start writing. So I hope we can carry that energy with us as we hang out. So some numbers you might be seeing right now are 222 and 444. And you might be seeing the symbol of the dove, okay? So, yes. And the immediate message I get from that is, like, balance, creating a solid foundation, and peace, okay? So, this is the message. Resting and stillness is where you receive clarity and messages. It also allows your angels, or your spirit team, to work on you. And this is different than sleep, because when you meditate, you are being intentional, and they want that connection with you. They want to know that you want that relationship, and that you want that connection, that you want the help, and they get so excited about that, because that is literally their purpose. That is their mission. Like, the same way you get excited when people call on you to help, and they're like intentional about it, and they say, hey, like, it's like, okay, let me give a quick example. Someone can just be like going through a hard time, and then you reach out to them, and it's like, okay, that fulfills you. But imagine if someone went up to you and was like, hey, like, I heard you know a lot about this topic, and I'm actually really struggling with this, like, could you help me out, give me some guidance? How would you react to that? Wouldn't that not ignite you and, like, excite you? So that's the same thing, is when you are intentional and you are meditating and you're in that receptive state, they're going to literally come through here, your crown, and give you all the clarity and the messages that you need. Wow, that is so powerful. Okay. Yes, so I said, and in this meditation, you can rewire your subconscious. And look, your subconscious is literally ruling your whole life, and your subconscious is super open and receptive when you're a child. So your inner child literally runs the show. It runs the whole show. And I said, if you're finding there is something you're having a hard time healing, or you don't know how to go about, doing the root work or shadow work on something from your past that keeps perpetuating itself or manifesting in the forms of thoughts, then you are being aligned to listen. So imagine this, you're like, go, 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 go. Oh my gosh, you're in that go-getter state, like you're calling in this big blessing, blah, blah, blah. And you don't like allow yourself to rest, you're literally gonna get burnt out. Like you're literally gonna get so burnt out. So it is so important to rest. It's so important to listen, because you're going, I have been seeing and just feeling that urge to meditate for the past few days, and I have not been picking up the call either. I have not. I'm just like, it's fine. And the messages get stronger and stronger every day. So I'm like, okay, I will. Yeah, you're being called to listen. You're being called to be so comfortable with doing nothing or not feeling the energy. Like, be so, yeah, like to not be in a constant state of doing, and like, what is it? Yeah, to not be so much like in a state of like doing, like this heightened energy, this action energy. We need the balance with the masculine and the feminine. So the action and the receptive, like, feeling energy. I literally saw a symbol of Venus tonight, and I've been seeing 222, and that is also like, that's giving me harmony, balance, and also like union vibes. So there's a lot to say on all that too. But anyways, let me go on with this. Okay. So, yes, oh my goodness. So you're being called to get comfortable, like so comfortable with doing nothing, or, just, or feeling okay when it feels like, or it seems like nothing is happening, okay? And I want to emphasize these next three parts, okay? You're being tested to see how you react. That's another thing that's happening right now. You're being tested to see how you react in this state. How do you react when you are given rest? Can you just not receive it? Blah, blah, blah. You just push it away and you want to go action, action, action. No, come back into equilibrium. You will be blessed with more if you detach. And I saw another sign tonight about detachment. I saw detachment literally twice. And you will receive more if you are at peace. There's the dove. So, okay. And it says your solar plexus, your tummy, you don't feel, it doesn't feel safe when it is faced with rest. And it's interesting I'm saying faced, because it's not like, faced almost sounds like, oh, you're facing a challenge, but for you, rest is a freaking challenge. That is insane. Oh my goodness. Okay. um, it doesn't even say faced here. Like it just came out, so that's so interesting. Yeah, your solar plexus does not feel safe at the time of rest. Yes. Allow yourself to be who you truly are and completely detach and allow yourself and the outside world to just be. Because understand the only truth is love, and what is love? Is love rejection or is love acceptance? How can you radically, wholeheartedly, fully accept yourself, the people around you, and life to just be? Okay. Acceptance equals love, and love is your compass. So your nervous system isn't getting a chance to regulate itself if you are constantly in this go-getter energy. Now think about how many like men who are constantly in this, well, they think maybe they're in this go-getter energy, or they are in this go-getter energy, but how do they really feel when they're in the presence of a more like receptive or nurturing, like feminine energy? All of a sudden their babies boom, are they not? So that's what I'm saying. That's why there needs to be balance. So I don't know why it's so funny to me. Not the baby spoon thing, but just, well, anyways, let me just go on. Okay, so I said yes. When you accept where you are, who you are, and the way you're feeling, you expand. And in that expansion, you allow the truth of infinite possibilities. And here's a message. How can you attract what you want if you're feeling restless when the energy goes from a heightened state to a slower state? You feel down or you're overthinking. I'm telling you, I was like this, and I was feeling so inspired and so excited, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And then it just stopped. Like it just boom, just stopped. And I'm like, wait, so what's going on with me now? Like what's happening? And those thoughts, it's like I've healed so much of that it's not like this, it's not like a fear, but it's like those little thoughts that I don't really resonate with anymore, but still creep up. They're like, wait, so when is this thing gonna happen? When is this thing gonna manifest into my life? Like, you know? So I'm sure, you resonate with that when you're in this state as well. And this says, but I need you to understand that this is a thought that is rooted in fear and doubt. And understand that fear or doubt will attract more fear and doubt, because like attracts like, and everything is energy. So as you continue to react, you will continue to attract. So undo the restlessness by finding out where and when in your life it felt unsafe to sit still. Hold space for yourself when you work with your inner child and do these affirmations. You can even do this in meditation if you want something even more powerful, and envision that you are literally standing or sitting with your younger self. So this is what you would say. You would say, I see you. I hear you. I accept you fully. Your emotions are all valid, and you are safe to express them. You are safe to be still. And after you do this, be aware that whenever these thoughts or the feelings of feeling like you have to do something in order to receive, or in order to be seen. um, I need you to like put like a pin in it, like, okay, and just when you awareness, they always say awareness is the first step, but it's the most powerful step is awareness. So be aware of it, okay? And when you do, you can say some of those affirmations in your head. Like I said, you do the shadow work, you do those affirmations, and you just keep practicing it. You'll be good. So tell yourself that every phase in life and every emotion is valid, and that you accept it all fully. Tell yourself there is a purpose to everything and that everything happens for a reason. And once you practice this, you'll feel at peace whenever things seem to be stagnant. And when you are in a state of acceptance, which is in alignment with love, then you are in a state of least resistance. And in this state of least resistance, your blessings fly in. You literally magnetize your divine inheritance to you. So let me tell you this, if you are a big, beautiful blessing, so divinely high vibrational, like a divine inheritance, like that is you. You are the gift. You are the one that is going to change someone's entire life. Like, oh my goodness, I'm getting like unrecognizable. Literally, people just jaw on the floor. If that is you, would you want to walk into the life and be in the arms and bless someone that is like, oh my gosh, like, I need to do something, I need to do something, I need to do something. When you come in and they're like, they're like running around. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen, I'm getting this image of like from SpongeBob, and it's like in his mind when, I don't know, something was going on, and there's like a million SpongeBobs in his mind, and they're like opening the file cabinets, and they're screaming, they're running around. There's like a million SpongeBobs, and it's like, I don't know, it's giving me the energy of like panic, like, or there's an episode from The Office, and it's the fire something day, and they're literally all just going crazy, and it's just a mess. It's a mess. Would you want to walk into that situation and to bless someone like that? Or would you want to bless someone that is in a state of acceptance, and that when things are slow, they're like, yeah, everything's working out? Okay? So put yourself in the shoes, not only of people, like other people, but the things that you are trying to call in. Are you, like, would you want to walk into your life with someone that has those thoughts of doubt, of fear, of, would you want to if you're a big, beautiful blessing? Probably not. I mean this with love, okay? And this says, so this is assuming that, so now that you did the root work, you can meditate and imagine living your highest timeline. Anchor it to earth by feeling how it would feel to be living your highest joy, your highest truth, your highest and most beautiful alignment. Okay? So understand that the imagination, that's like God. God is, it's there's no limit to what you can imagine, and there's no limit to God and what God can do. Okay? It's this creation energy. And so it's heaven on earth. It's heaven on earth, what you can imagine. It is infinite possibilities. And you anchor that down through something physical, like a physical vehicle, and you anchor it through you can anchor it through the senses. So that would be, you can do it through your vessel. How would it feel? How would it look? How would it smell? How would it taste? Everything. you do that and you anchor it down. You do that through the meditation, okay? And this is obviously assuming that you did the work, like to heal the parts of you that cannot accept this rest, okay? You do this after, and baby, like, you're gonna have a good old time. So in here I had one last message, and it says in Proverbs 23:7, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. There have been messages coming to me about watch what you say. Like, you watching, you are literally someone, you probably know this by now, and if you don't, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you again and again and again until you know it, and you walk like it, and you act like it, and you breathe like it. Your words are so powerful. Your energy is powerful. You're like a master manifester. You're something else. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, what you think, boom. As a man thinketh in his heart, so what you think in your heart, your imagination, okay, it's that, like, those infinite possibilities vibes. What you think is what you become, okay? So be very intentional here. And the second part is your words determine your outcome. I saw this message today, and I'm like, okay. And the final little thing, like, what came to me when I was reading these things was speak life into your life. Stop speaking lack into your life. Stop reacting and thinking you're at the mercy of your circumstances. No. Speak, like, where you're speaking lack, ask yourself, where can I speak life into this thing? So if you're like, see, look, everything was going great and now things are just stagnant, I don't know what's going on. No. Like I said, do the root work. This is why it's so important. Do the shadow work, and to pull it out at the source, that energy that no longer serves you. And that's literally what this time is for. This introspective time. Anytime that your body's in rest mode, it's time for you to listen. It's time for you to go within. It's time for you to heal that stuff and get rid of it, so you don't have any of that resistance, because that big beautiful blessing is trying to come in. And guess what? Just like I was explaining, if I'm a big blessing, would I want to walk into my life if I'm like, going crazy? I'm just going to be like, I'm going to come in and I'm going to be like, oh, I'm going to close the door and I'm going to disappear. So it's the same thing. Does your blessing want to be in the energy of someone that there's so much resistance and it's like chaotic energy? No. This is why I'm saying there's something with the threes. You might be seeing 33. Oh my goodness, that freaking 33 following me. And 333, but it's all, and this like creative energy, but this solar plexus energy. So it's like, how can you tell yourself that you are safe? And this is also like root chakra like energy, okay? But how can you tell yourself that you are safe and that this happened in your childhood and it's not happening anymore? Like, you are okay now. You know what I mean? And use your current life as literally proof, like, for yourself. Like I said in my other videos, like, where you are today is not where you were years ago, like a few years ago, or maybe even just 1 year, or maybe freaking half a year. Like, you are somewhere different, and maybe it's things are slower, but it's like, and be like, okay, look, it's because clearly the divine has this plan for me to allow my nervous system to regulate, because I'm feeling that your nervous system, like your solar plexus, this your gut energy, like it's like a key. Like, once you can heal it, But once you can really, really heal it and totally feel safe and accepted within yourself, like it starts with your self-worth too. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's what this is. Because I'm like, I'm getting like fragments of the message, but now I'm putting it together. So what it is it's like your self-worth. So you always had to, like, you felt like you had to perform in order to be accepted, seen, heard, valued, like whatever it is, because you didn't feel that way growing up, and or just, you know, in your like formative years. And and this is a time where you are just, you need to completely like undo that and literally rip it out at its source and do the affirmations and tell yourself that you are safe, and tell yourself that you are loved and that you accept yourself fully. Like, do mirror work, look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself these things, and meditate and feel like the energy of safety and like self-expression and joy. Okay, so this is the message. This was, hopefully it all, you know, it resonated with you. But yeah, this is like, I just want you to know this, you know, from my soul to yours. I want you to know that this time is, we think that it's so like, oh my gosh, the best time is when we're like in this go 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 energy. But like I said, yes, like this is our spirit, that is who we are, and that's beautiful. It's because our soul remembers, like, and knows that, okay, that is the truth, is like hope, optimism, because things are gonna work out. But the other part to it is that it stems from childhood and feeling like you need to perform, like you need to do something, or you're always feeling like people are gonna talk about you or feel a certain type of way if you're not doing something or creating something or talking about something or whatever. I'm also getting that, like, if you're not smiling or something, people are like, oh, what's wrong, whatever. So undo like any of those like people pleasing tendencies that you had to, but please hold space for yourself while you were doing this. And I am going to list some songs, 3 songs that I really, that have helped me heal so much. And they hit different when you're in this state, like when you're just tired, and you know. So I'm gonna list these songs in the description box below. Please listen to them whenever you can, and maybe right before bed, just listen to it. But yeah, that's the message for today. I hope you get the rest that you need. I pray that you heal in all the ways that you need to in order to call in these beautiful blessings that are yours, that have your name on them. And I pray your blessing, they want to walk through that door, and I know they will if you are seeing this video. So yes, have a beautiful rest of your day or night or whatever time it is for you. So yeah, bye.